Chelsea Football Club, you've made me so proud today, man. You've made me so proud. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, the effort you've put in under the circumstances we found ourselves quite early in that second half, you've made me so proud. Honestly, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the corner. Welcome to your post-match reaction. Chelsea won, Arsenal won. What a match. Honestly speaking, if I was to sum this up, and we're going to get into the details of it, but if I was to sum this up, 11v11, we win this game. 11v11, we were far superior. In fact, some large portions of the game, 10v11, we were superior to Arsenal Football Club. Every single one of those players, post Caicedo getting a red card, deserves an applause. Deserves an applause. The effort from every individual needs to be praised. The fact that we even went ahead, being a man down, needs to be praised. Shame that we couldn't hold on. Shame we couldn't find a winner. But I have to say, you've made me so proud today, Chelsea Football Club. You've made me so proud. More than you can believe. You've probably made a large part of the fan base that weren't believing that we're here to compete at the highest level. You probably made them believe. Because the way we defended, the way we attacked, the way we showed such immense maturity, besides Caicedo, of course, was incredible, was phenomenal. I already knew from the get-go, from the start of this season, that we should be competing for the Premier League title. And today, after this performance, I'm even more of a belief that we should be competing for the Premier League title. We play like this on a week-to-week basis. I'm telling you, we'll smoke everyone. We'll smoke everyone. Arsenal, I swear to you, prior to the red card, they were under immense pressure. Immense pressure. Prior to Caicedo getting the red card, and I think Caicedo got the red card 38th minute. Prior to that, there was a good spell of 15 minutes or so where we were on top of Arsenal. On top. Deserved a goal. There was chances for Estevao. There was chances for João Pedro. Incredible performance, and we're going to get to that. Look, from the get-go, the lineup was brilliant. I thought the lineup from Enzo Maresca was probably near perfect. In fact, it was perfect. Everyone that we wanted to see started against big games, against big clubs in big games. We generally go with Malo Gusto, Reece James. Great to see Estevao start. Probably didn't have one of his best games, but nonetheless, Estevao is a threat. So from lineup point of view, Enzo Maresca, well done. From the game point of view, we started off probably a little bit shaky, but then we got into our groove. Arsenal are a top team. They're a very good side. It's understandable why Arsenal are known as one of the best teams in world football right now, if not the best team. But after the first probably 10 minutes or so, it was us up until Caicedo got the red card. We attacked so well. We negated all of their attacks, all of their threats. Cucurella probably a bit rash in the beginning to get a yellow card against Saka, but we were looking good. We were pressing well. We were, doing fantastically well in terms of our build-up when Arsenal were pressing, and Arsenal were pressing very, very nicely. But we found our space. And we deserved a goal in that moment where we were on top. But then Caicedo. And I have to say, ladies and gentlemen, today, as much as I love Caicedo, and you all know I love Caicedo, and I know you guys love Caicedo, but today, honestly, if Caicedo stays on, we win this game. 11v11, we win this game. There's no doubt about that. Some people are saying, show the same energy, means if it was Sanchez that got the red card, no, it's not the same energy, because Caicedo has a track record of doing extremely well for us. Sanchez was phenomenal, and we're going to get to Sanchez. But I'm saying they're not the same thing. Sanchez has only been doing well for the past 5-6 months. Caicedo has been doing well for ever since he's joined Chelsea Football Club, really. It's not the same, but we have to say that was reckless, Caicedo. That was very reckless from you. There was no need for that. And this ill-discipline, this ill-disciplinary sort of attribute that we have at Chelsea Football Club, it needs to be looked at. This is a game where we could not, I've said it at halftime, we're our own architects of our downfall. We're our own architects. There's not much Enzo Maresca can do. And I love the fact, and as I said, we're going to get into the details of it. Enzo Maresca today was fantastic, even with the man down. But you really do disadvantage him. It's very difficult for a manager against top quality oppositions. We need to sit down as a unit and go, look, too many red cards, man. Way too many red cards this season. What's that, like 5th, 6th red card in like past, I don't know, 15 games or something? That's too many. I don't know. Someone let me know the stats. But Caicedo today has really stopped us from winning this game. Really has. Caicedo stays on, we win this. But look, that aside, I applaud every single one of them. Even after the red card, I thought, you know what, we're going to probably now sit back. We're going to soak up the pressure, but we didn't. In fact, after the red card, I thought we became even more dangerous, even more energetic, even more locked in. We finished the half probably strong. Had another, couple of moments here and there. But the second half, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea Football Club, you blew my mind away in the second half. The way we performed in the second half, each individual, Chalobah getting the header from the set piece, and our set pieces are getting a lot better, a lot better. And this is where I want to talk about individual performances. I want to talk about the manager as well. We'll start things off from the back. Robert Sanchez, you were a boss today. You were an absolute boss, an animal. The saves you made, the distributions you were making, you were a boss. And the goal we conceded, honestly, there's not much Robert Sanchez can do. He pretty much took care of everything else, even all the set pieces. So Robert Sanchez, I salute you, brother. I salute you. We need to be very careful talking about getting a new goalkeeper because the performances you're putting on is world-class level right now. It really is. On the right side, Malo Gusto. Top performance again. Top performance from Malo Gusto. Was bombing forward, was tracking back, intercepting. The only thing I'll say about Malo Gusto, please, when you get into attacking areas, make better decisions, better execution. Wesley Fofana, you need to start getting respected. Our defense was looking flimsy not that long ago. All of a sudden, our defense starting to look strong. You played a big part in it, along with Chalobah. Both you guys are looking strong together. And I want you guys to continue on. I don't want to break this for now. I know Buddy Shield's back. I get it. We've got a lot of games coming up, and there will be chop and change. I know Wesley Fofana can't play week in, week out. In fact, the next game's too early for Wesley Fofana. It's in a couple of days' time. But Wesley Fofana, you are a monster. All the interceptions, driving with the ball, you're a leader. Chalobah as well. What a goal. Sensational goal. Well done, Chalobah, for the deft header. Chalobah took a mad bump as well, man. That was a huge knock on his chin. In fact, Hincapié, you probably deserved a red there. Arsenal, you played dirty, man. You played dirty today. There was a bare number of yellow cards. Lucky you didn't get a red card. The amount of times Arsenal was stopping players. Cucurella, monster as well. Big performance, picking up a yellow card early. The only blemish in Cucurella's game was, look, he couldn't stop that Saka cross. If he had stopped that Saka cross, which was a phenomenal cross from Saka, look, world-class player. There's no doubts about that. But if he had stopped that shot, cross from Saka, maybe we see a victory today. But look, I can't take anything away from Cucurella. Immense. Reece James, man of the match. For me, Reece James, you're man of the match. Reece James was balling. His legs were dying at the end, but he still kept on going. Interceptions, passing from deep. The amount of times he muscled players away and won the ball, won the duel. Reece James played a captain's performance today. Led by example. Top class. Even with Caicedo not being there available in the second half, Reece James, you were a boss, man. You were a boss, man. I don't expect you to start against Leeds because you deserve a break. You deserve a break. But Reece James, you were incredible. Enzo Fernandez, you were incredible. Top performance from Enzo Fernandez as well, on and off the ball. I'm looking at the entire screen. Pedro Neto, top class. What can I even say? I get it. Why Pedro Neto starts, and I understand. I've always rated Pedro Neto. Immense work rate, on and off the ball. Ja Pedro as well. Look, first half, not the greatest. Second half, a little bit better, but he got taken off. Need a bit more from Ja Pedro, though. Need more. First half, there was a chance for Ja Pedro to score. Didn't take the shot. Ja Pedro, you need to bring that confidence back, man. Trust your instincts. Need a bit more. Need some goals from you, Ja Pedro. Estevao probably wasn't his best game, but he got into some very, very dangerous positions. That can happen. He's been balling for us. Even people coming off the bench. Players that came off the bench. Alejandro Garnacho worked hard. Delap, look, needs to provide a bit more as well, Delap. I understood those substitutions. Delap coming on for Ja Pedro. Ja Pedro probably tiring. Delap coming on, his robust nature could do something, but Delap better link up, better hold up. You need to utilize your body correctly. Sometimes unnecessarily giving the ball away. A lot of people are talking about why didn't Cole Palmer come on? Guys, this wasn't the perfect game. It was literally due to Caicedo. If Caicedo stayed on, then maybe Cole Palmer plays in this game. When people were asking for Cole Palmer, who would you have taken off? Some people saying Pedro Neto. No, that game we're already a man down. You need players that are going to track back and help in defense. Players like Garnacho and Pedro Neto were doing that. I understood why Estevao came off in the second half at halftime. I understood. People need to start clocking. You're already a man down. You can't have luxury players. And I'm not saying Estevao is a luxury player. He works hard, but Garnacho and Pedro Neto are the ones that work the most hardest right now. This wasn't the game for Cole Palmer, and I've got no issues with that. 11v11, maybe Cole Palmer comes on. Leeds up next. I'm pretty sure Cole Palmer will start, probably, or come off the bench early. But today, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, each and every single one of these performances were fantastic. Chelsea, you made me proud. Enzo Maresca, I don't think you did anything wrong today. Honestly, you were superb in every facet of the game. In-game management, starting lineup, overall, the way we've set up against Arsenal, even when we were a man down, the confidence you gave to the team, incredible. Incredible. If anything, Arsenal should be looking at this game and they should be very, very embarrassed. A man down and they still couldn't take us down. And in fact, they probably would have lost. Yes, they don't have Saliba. Yes, they don't have Magalhaes, but it's still a very, very good team. For me, I'm just supremely proud. Supremely proud of Chelsea Football Club. And I'm fully in belief that we're still contending for the title. We're still title contenders. Whether we win it or not, that's a separate story. But we are contending. We are one of the contenders. We'll go far. Play like this week in, week out, we'll go far. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. It's just sad that we've endured a red card. And this is something that we need to talk about, man. We can't be our own architects of our downfall. We cannot do this. We can't sabotage ourselves like this. And now Caicedo misses out on 3 games because that was a straight red. And it was a red. It was a red, ladies and gentlemen. It was definitely a red. It was a leg-breaking tackle. It was. But we played brilliantly. We played brilliantly. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya.